Yeah, we've been on frying pan duty since Christmas, and I've been busy. I'm not apologizing for that.
By American and Canadian copyright laws, any video clip shown within the podcast, be it with or without sound, is under fair use and/or fair dealing for purpose of our reactions. Also, prepare for salt mines to explode from all involved. Don't take what we say seriously, unless you are an insult to the term fucking idiot.
I'm Tom Grassi, and you're watching The Sports Disaster.
Okay, oh, it's Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
We're doing a TSD episode today, and just not. But we can talk about some fantasy hockey, I guess.
I mean, I'm mainly
Also, happy
a
130th episode. Jeez.
I've been meaning to ask about when we were doing another episode because it's been so long.
What the hell?
What?
I'm looking at the vote. Jeez, that's close for Group 9. I mean, for low cap of the year.
I haven't even voted yet.
Vote closed last night.
Oh. That's fair.
If you want me to explain what happened, let's take a look at the winner. Group 1, the winner is Dallas Cowboys and Mullet Man. Group 2, House of Illumination and FSU Football. Group 3, it looks like it's going to be first VAFL in the Phoenix Suns. Group 4 is both NFL related. Group 5, CrowdStrike and Verbal Ace. Group 6, Pakistani Cricket team and Jacksonville Jaguars. Group 7, White Sox and Jets. Group 8, Fireball, Washington Capitals. I already said number 9 because it was Eberflus and second Eberflus in the Stanley Cups. Corey Harris in Kentucky men's basketball with Group 10. Group 11, Woody Johnson and Fireball. Group 12, Radio Tower Heights and Chicago Cubs. Angel Hernandez and FOM getting Group 13. Group 14, Loves and Sonics. Group 15, Alex Morello and Inter Miami. Jonte Porter and Shannon Sharp. Colorado Rockies and Paramount Global. Austin Dillon and the Yankees. He's Illogical's Weather app. And Kent State. New York and Amazon. Dallas Cowboys number 4 in Firewalk Studios. Hockey Canada. With the blowout. And Netflix there too. Jeez. David Tepper and Crystal Emilatang Malkin situation. Group 24, Subway Surfers and Temu. Alabama and Mizzou. Boeing and Dirt Dog. CrowdStrike and the A's. The Twins and the Seahawks Bears game. And one of Bay Area sports fans' co-workers and Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, we still have to wait. For that. We still have to wait for the final 3 but that one, but jeez. Boy. It's been a rough week. I still got it. I'm still copying links over. What the hell? I might not go live for the remainder of the day, so who knows? It's better than nothing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is episode 128. So this is episode 130, I believe. I'm correct on the numbering. I could be wrong, but I think we are from Safe Boat. If it's not, I can go back into YouTube Editor and edit the name of this video. If it's there, let's quickly go into hockey here and just go by divisions. We ready for that?
You ready for what?
Sarah,
What?
you good? Well, let's go NFL wise, and we all know who won that one. That was the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Super Bowl.
Eagles win in over KC. That's a long time coming. We had like a giant trade in the NLL recently where 4 teams got involved.
Yeah.
You want? Let's go over that one. Let's take a look at that one because that one was giant. Well, of course, we had the 2024 NFL MVP go to Vancouver. All right, let's go with the NHL standings here. Actually, and also yes, we win before. Also yes, Canada wins the 4 Nations. I'm wearing my Canada jersey still. Oh, screw you.
Whoa.
Excuse me, who's got the chaos flag as his virtual background this time?
That's the only valid reason to boo Canada. Not any
we're
other
more chaotic.
Not any other reason.
Well, you're more chaotic, so you should probably adopt this flag as a national flag at this point. You should adopt this as a national flag. Am I not wrong? You just have to fight CFB Risk for that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the fantasy hockey.
All right, let's quickly go through this. Eastern, going through group positionings in both East. We'll go Atlantic and the Metropolitan and wildcard. Top 3 teams in the Atlantic are both Florida teams and the Maple Leafs. Meanwhile, in the Metropolitan Division, it's Caps, Hurricanes, Devs. With somehow we have a Battle of Ontario brewing in the playoffs, as well as the New York Rangers.
A Battle of Ontario for the first time in 21 years would actually feed generations. I'm not gonna lie.
Montreal is in a third. Montreal's third in the wildcard running? Jeez. That's weird. Am I not wrong? Nat? Sarah, you heard?
No, I don't think that.
Montreal's in a third.
Yeah,
third wildcard.
Third.
Third wildcard with Columbus in 4th. There could be a chance that we could see some shuffling.
Columbus and New Jersey play each other tonight.
Yep. Deadwood. Do we have any eliminations already at this point?
San Jose got eliminated last night.
Oh yeah,
or 2 nights ago.
Meanwhile, for West, top 3 in the Central.
You know what that means? Shark fin soup for all.
That's just bad. That's just bad. What I did. God damn it.
Are you okay?
It was a bad joke. I was doing like I try his liver with a nice Kansas fava beans and a nice Chianti. Bad joke is bad joke when it comes to that one. Jets in first in the Central, followed by Dallas and Colorado. Pacific first is Knights, followed by Oilers and Kings. Top 2 in the wild card is the Wild and the Canucks. Blues are coming for us really heavily here.
I'm coming, as MVP's song said. They are coming for you.
Oh,
What?
that just sounded bad.
That is a sound pad.
That was bad. That sounded bad. Okay, I have it. I have the trade board here. You ready for me to say what I've got here for that NLL trade?
What?
It involved 4 teams.
I don't know shit about NLL, and honestly, you're the only one that cares about it. But
fair enough. But I'll say what happened. There was 4 teams involved with the trade: Buffalo, Albany, Vancouver, Ottawa. Buffalo has traded Sam LaRue and a second-round selection in 2026 in the 2026 entry draft to the Ottawa Black Bears in exchange for Ron John and their third selection in 2025. Vancouver has traded John Peshko and their fourth in 2026 to the Black Bears in exchange for Keel Matitz, Ottawa's 2026 first, and a second-round pick in 2026. Firewolves have traded Longboat for their first-round selection in 2026 and a fourth in 2026 to Ottawa.
I do have a question for
Jonathan
you.
Peshko.
I'm sorry for cutting you off, and we're going to talk fantasy. I'm going to ask about fantasy hockey.
I'm almost there.
Yeah, finish it.
But Buffalo Bandits have traded their second rounder in 2028 to Vancouver in exchange for Keel Matitz. That's who we said earlier in the Warriors Black Bears trade, and their fourth in 2028. And the Bandits have traded Marquez White to the San Diego Seals in exchange for a second-round selection in the 2026 entry draft and a conditional in 2028.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Question for you. What do you want me to do with fantasy hockey? Because 9 teams from the Kiwi Lennox division made it because the bottom 2 teams in the league were both from Goodell.
I think we're gonna have winner will.
Do you want me to override and put Toad in the playoffs and Jocelyn in out, or just keep it? Because
keep it as is, but we're gonna have the winner of the Tank Bowl. We're gonna have the winner of the Tank Bowl stay in Div 1.
Okay.
Stay in the Div 1.
Well, they get the number 1 pick.
They get the number 1 pick, but we're gonna make the teams who are in Tank Bowl both get number 1 picks in both divisions.
Oh, okay.
So Jocelyn will be moving to Div 2.
No, well, Jocelyn's a 15 seed in the playoffs, even though she was 9th in the division, in our division. I'm saying 9 teams made it from our division.
Yeah.
And 7 teams made it from the other division.
We swap whoever wins with Jocelyn. That's 8 teams who make it to the playoffs. And the Tank Bowl. World champion. Does that make sense?
Wait, I'm confused because we have 16 in the playoffs. Are we cutting the league in half or something?
You know why we're cutting the league in half.
We'll talk about that off stream because now I'm just confused.
Okay. Remember we said we were splitting the league by division?
Yeah.
We're just doing a team swap within that division as well as adding 2 teams.
Okay.
No one's probably going to watch the stream to figure out what the fuck's going to happen.
What's after NLO?
I'm bored. You know what? Can we laugh at Liverpool for blowing penalties? Let's go soccer. Let's go soccer for a bit.
Lol, Liverpool. Speaking of soccer, you know what went to Pens?
Oh no!
You know what went to Pens? The Sidemen charity match and the YouTube.
And the YouTube All-Stars won. Logan Paul did not.
He did not win.
He didn't. I forgot about that.
He was on the Sidemen team, and guess what? Guess who won it? Speed, and he did this because he scored it. He scored on a pen.
Not only did that,
during the 90
that's
minutes,
his first.
But he also scored. He also scored the game-winning pen. Sketch was the man of the match for his save in the
Sketch was man of the
penalty
match.
shootout.
I say that.
Which,
I say that was
for
a good
goalie
call.
that gave up
I say that
9
was a good call on his back.
Yeah, he looked good, even though he
And
gave
did
up
penalties
9 goals.
the saving penalty shot and saved the crucial the first penalty shot too.
Yeah, that was crucial.
I would say that's a good call. Okay. Well, I'm also waiting for Kirby to enact his trades. So that means I can deal with that when I get there. And I think it might be a bit time. I think we'll announce what's going to happen next season going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fine with that?
Yeah.
With the rule changes?
Mm-hmm.
We'll announce that when we're done the stream, but but I'm going to ask everyone to. We'll have a logical join in the call later, so the game night, I guess. So that's fair. Anyways, I'm trying to see what I can poke at for score. Are we technically still in the window for International Week, or that was this last week? We had an International Week.
Not sure.
No, it wasn't. We're going next week. Oh yeah, Liverpool also lost to Newcastle in the EFL Cup.
How's the what was I gonna say? How is the
Bundesliga?
No.
Or Champions League?
No, I guess Champions League, maybe. I was gonna say, how's basketball going? Or the NBA? We haven't done that. I don't think we mentioned the NBA in a minute.
We never done NBA for a bit of time, but it's fine. We can do that here. The standings is bullshit as usual. I'm not wrong, am I?
I think so. Yeah. The bullshit is real. So
we have two eliminations already: Pelicans and Jazz.
Expected.
The Cavs have claimed the East regular season, followed by Boston.
They're the one.
And right now, the only team.
Wait. The Cavs are the 1 seed?
Cavs are the 1 seed in the East right now. They are the only team that have clinched the division. They have they've clinched the Central. Yeah. That's interesting. You like that's interesting. Meanwhile, in the West, OKC is the only team that's clinched a playoff spot. Oklahoma City is the only team in the West to clinch a playoff spot. That's funny.
That makes sense. The West is always a fucking bloodbath.
Well, especially with the Northwest at this point.
Mm-hmm. That is true. 8 seed. Yeah, Carson stayed.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like most of the Central is going to be in playoff contention. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? And the next, all right, meanwhile, for the other one, it's kind of mostly split, evenly split. Split in the West, but the East is mostly dominated by the Central this year. I'm not wrong on that front, am I?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Cavs, Milwaukee, Indiana, Detroit's part of the Central, right?
I believe so.
Yes, they are, and the Bulls. Yeah, so all 5 teams in the Central Div are gunning for a playoff spot. The next team back is Toronto, and we all know that they're not going to make it.
How far back are they?
What, Raptors?
Mm-hmm.
They have won 24. They've lost 44.
How far back are they of the play-ins?
They are
Is that
needing at
10
least.
seed?
They're probably, if they make it into the playoffs, they'll probably have to knock out Chicago. They have to knock out Chicago. Chicago's up that is ahead of them with. I'm trying to do math here. Shit, my brain farts. They need to do bet. Chicago needs to lose 4, and the Raptors need to win, I believe, 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just updated the power rankings. The only change that we had,
Was just me and Dust.
you and Dust, yeah, you guys switched seeds because he lost to me and you beat whoever, so you moved up to the 9 seed to play Carson.
I beat Magoat.
Yeah. So you beat Magoat to move up to the 9 seed. He lost to me and he falls to the 10 seed.
I've got to be honest. I think I did terribly this season.
You went 9-12.
That's not bad, but look who's 8. It's 12-9.
Somehow, Carson went 12-9, and his team wasn't really the greatest. We had a lot of 15-6 teams though this year. 4 teams went 15-6. We had a logical 17-4, and Kirby was 19-2.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have 3 teams who went 15-16, 5-16.
Yeah. That's what happens when you have this big.
All right. I think we're all set for that one. Do we have any others? NFL, we don't know anything. Draft is coming
Free
up.
agency. Well, free agency opened up.
Oh, yeah, that too. We had a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, free agency.
We had a bunch of bullshit.
We're still waiting to see if Aaron Rodgers. We're still waiting to see if Aaron Rodgers is gonna pull a Brett Favre and go to Minnesota. Minnesota.
Oh, so you like the picture that I have for background today, right? Very fitting. It's a bad meme. Do you like the bad meme or no?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's the meme?
Okay. Oh wow. Our Lane Johnson's now under contract for 2027. Loudermilk is returning to the Steelers. Thornhill is on a 1 year. Ojulari is signing with the Eagles on a 1 year. DL Street, he's going to the Falcons. Darby signing with the Texans. LB Agude, I think that's what it is. Lions have re-signed him. Gallup is probably going to the Seahawks, maybe? Yeah, for a free agency. They're going. Fullback Jacob Johnson is signing a 1 year with the Texans. And Ben Skowronek is on a 2 year deal with the Steelers. Ronnie Stanley's with the Ravens. Holmes returning to the Raiders. Steelers is hosting Higgins for a pro day. Oh god, that one's. Hendrickson's trying to be extended. Johnson has interest. Burns is going back to the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Winston, the famous Jameis Winston Bakery is going to have a talk with the Giants.
Famous
Jameis Winston in Bakery, home of 25 burnt turnovers.
Can't be as bad as what we've dealt with.
Okuda signed with the Vikings. Becton and is now with the Chargers, but he said thank you. Derek Stingley gets a $90 million contract, 3 years with the Texans. New record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's about it on what I'm looking at. Jeez. Oh! What the fuck? 3 days ago. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? We got Cup.
Yeah, CR Shot Cup. You didn't know that?
I forgot. I didn't fully remember that. Andrews is gone. Sanders is probably going to play with the Cowboys. The MILF fucker is going. The MILF motherfucker is going to the Dolphins on a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm. Lover of MILFs. Wait, who's that again? Oh,
Meanwhile,
that's
I'm going to go through Champions League here just to be safe, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dortmund's going on to the next round. Arsenal will advance to 9-3 on aggregate. Aston Villa 3-0 on Club Brugge. And of course, remember Real Madrid advanced 4-2 on penalties because we had a tie on aggregate.
Mm-hmm.
Our next matches, I believe, are on is coming up next month, I think, right? Or in 2 weeks.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But I do have something we need to say as moving
What?
away from it. Yeah, last night we had ourselves some revealing of the brackets for the men's and women's tournament.
Oh yes!
March Madness.
Permission for me to sing one of the most stupidest lines imaginable.
What?
Come on and watch some basketball. I'm not wrong on that one. That little jingle, I guess, right?
Anyways, so I'll start with the men. In the South.
Hang on. I'll get the bracket up.
In the South region, we have Auburn. I'm pretty sure is the number 1 overall seed
Correct.
this year, or the East or Florida is. I don't know who is the number 1 overall seed. Number 1 overall seed NCAA tournament.
There's multiple first seeds. Just stick with the South, and then we'll go South, East, Midwest.
Okay, no. It was Auburn.
Okay,
Tab
good.
is the number 1 overall seed out of the number ones.
And then they have to do.
So,
they have to fight the timeout. They have to fight the play-in, I believe, between Alabama State and St. Francis.
It's Alabama State and St. Francis in PA. We have 8-9. We have Louisville and Creighton. We have 5-12 Michigan and University of California at San Diego. And we have 14-13 Texas A&M and Yale.
14-13?
Or sorry, 4-13. You know what I meant.
Texas A&M and Yale. Old Miss
we
is
have
number 6. They're going to do
Ole Miss. They will play the 11 seed play-in of San Diego State and North Carolina. North Carolina! As Justin Roberts says for Kenny Omega's entrance. We have number 3 Iowa. We have number 3 Iowa State and number 14 Lipscomb. We have number 7 Marquette and number 10 New Mexico. We got number 2 Michigan State and number 15 Bryant. That's the South region.
Going to the East
region, we have number 1 Duke, and they will play the winner of the play-in between American and Mount St. Mary's, who's the 16. We have number 8 Mississippi State versus number 9 Baylor. We have number 5 Oregon versus number 12 Liberty. Number 4 Arizona versus number 4 Arizona versus number 13 Akron. I hear some duck noises right now. Akron. We have number 6 BYU and number 11 VCU. Virginia Commons. Brigham Young. We have number 3 Wisconsin versus number 14 Montana. Number 7 St. Mary's will take on number 10 Vanderbilt. Hey, Vanderbilt finally back in the tournament. And number 2 Alabama. As some people like to say, Roll Tide, but that's for football, not really basketball. But Alabama's actually done well in recent years in basketball. They play number 15
Robert Morris.
In the West region, we have...
I'll read this. I'll read the last two because you read the first 2. West 116 will be Florida versus Norfolk. Norfolk State. 8-9 is going to be UConn versus Oklahoma. Number 5, Memphis versus number 12, Colorado State. Number 4, Maryland versus number 13, Grand Canyon, who I believe is a newcomer this year.
No, they've been in before. They won a
Okay, did we already say who the newcomer was yet?
UC San Diego.
Oh, UC San Diego. Okay. We'll get to the other one soon. Number 6, Missouri's versus number 11, Drake. Hopefully no A minor keys are going to be smashed on that keyboard. Mahomes University is versus UNC Wilmington. I think that one's a newcomer.
No?
Bullshit.
No, they're not.
Actually, no, we are coming to a newcomer soon anyways. Okay, 7, Kansas versus 10, Arkansas. And number 2, St. John's versus number 15, newcomer, Omaha! I'm not wrong on that one, aren't I?
I have no idea.
Do you want me? All right, let me look here. Newcomers. Qualification. Automatic qualifiers. All right. Automatic bids. Yes, Omaha is a new team. Even this year. And UC San Diego. But we're going to get 2 new ones on the other side soon. So buckle your high horse.
Right.
All right. Number 1, Houston. They'll be in the Midwest. They'll be versing number 16, Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. SIUE. See you. And we got a battle of the Bulldogs for 8-9. It's Gonzaga versus Georgia. Clemson versus McNessy. 8 for 5-12. Purdue and newcomer High Point. Point for 13. Illinois will face the winner of the play-in between a bunch of Longhorns and a bunch of whatever Xavier is.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier, I believe, is Musketeer. So it's going to be Swords versus Longhorns for that one, to see who faced the Fighting Illini. Kentucky versus Troy. UCLA versus Utah. And, of course, Tennessee versus Wofford. Wofford, I believe, has been in this tournament before, if I'm correct. Yes, they have. Of course, finals this year are going to be hosted in the state of Texas, as we're going back to the Alamo Dome. We're going back to the Alamo Dome.
Alrighty. For the women,
Really?
we have, for the women, in
Fine,
Regional
fine.
1 and 4 in Spokane, Regional 2 and 3 are in Birmingham. Regional 1, your number 1 overall seed of the entire tournament is UCLA, and they will play the winner of UC San Diego, who is the newcomer, and Southern. Alrighty. Number 8, Richmond versus number 9, Georgia Tech. So UCLA will host those games because the schools host the first 2 rounds. Number 5, Ole Miss. Number 12, Ball State. Number 4, Baylor. And number 13, Grand Canyon. Baylor will host those 2 games. We have number 6, Florida State. Number 11, George Mason. Number 3, LSU. Number 14, San Diego State. LSU will host those games. And we have number 7, Michigan State. Number 10, Harvard. And number 2, NC State. Number 15, Vermont. NC State will host those games. Moving to Regional 2.
Hang on.
South Carolina is the number 1
Pause.
is the number 1 seed there.
Pause. Hang on. 4v13 Grand Canyon State
Grand
is also a
That's a newbie for the women. That's new for the women. Number 16, Tennessee Tech will take on South Carolina. We have number 8, Utah. Number 9, Indiana. South Carolina will host those games. Number 5, Alabama versus number 12, Green Bay. Number 4, Maryland versus number 13, Norfolk State. Maryland will host those games. Number 6, West Virginia will play the winner of Columbia and Washington.
We'll be facing a play-in.
That's a play-in. And we have number 3,
Yep.
North Carolina versus number 14, Oregon State. That's hosted at UNC.
What a bunch of beavers.
And then number 7, Vanderbilt, and number 10, Oregon. And
Quack.
number 2, Duke versus number 15, Lehigh. That's going to be hosted at Duke. And may I say, Duke Lehigh, about a decade and a half ago in the men's tournament, who will ever forget that, when number 15 Lehigh defeated number 2 Duke in the men's tournament. The women of Lehigh University will look to do the same against number 2 Duke all those
All right,
years
here
later.
we go. I mean,
Number
I'll do the
4.
bottom 2. Hey,
Wow.
no, hey. Remember?
Fine.
All right, let's do this. Number 1, Texas for Regional 3. They'll be versing the winner of High Point, right? Or William
And William and Mary.
and William and Mary. I believe both are newcomers.
Mm-hmm. I think. I don't know.
High Point, no. William and Mary, yes.
Okay. Continue.
Please welcome to the tournament, the Tribe.
Continue.
Illinois and Creighton for 8-9. Tennessee and
Texas
South
is gonna. Texas is hosting those games.
Yeah. The first 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tennessee.
You just read off
versus
2 games at a time, and I'll say who hosts.
All right. Tennessee and Southern and USF.
Yep.
Not the shitposting federation, the Southern Florida University.
Yep.
Ohio State is finally in a tournament for once. They're versing Montana State.
And Ohio State will host those 2 games. Meanwhile, Tennessee, they continue their streak of making every single women's March Madness since it first started back in 1982.
Michigan is going to be waiting for a play-in match between Iowa State and Princeton.
Yep.
Princeton has been in this tournament before, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm. I think both of them have been.
Yep. The Golden Dome spoiled children are versing SF Austin.
Notre Dame and SF Austin. Notre Dame are hosting those games.
Louisville and Nebraska, and TSU and Fair Dickinson.
Fairleigh Dickinson, get ready to learn New Jersey basketball, buddy. Also, I'm going to say this. Fairleigh Dickinson, they have the chance to do the
I think
funny...
TCU is hosting that, though.
Yeah, they are. TCU are hosting. I'm just going to say this right now. Fairleigh Dickinson, you have the chance to do the funniest shit possible and make Sedona Prince crash out by eliminating her in the first round.
Also,
please,
time out.
Dickinson, please
Time out.
make Sedona Prince crash out. Fuck that
Time
abusive
out.
piece of shit.
Time out. We also Fairleigh Dickinson, congratulations.
Yeah, it's their first
You're
time
also a
making it for
noob.
the women.
You're a noob.
It's their first time making
Meanwhile-
it for the women.
Meanwhile, for Regional 4, or first place is USC, University of Spoiled Cocksuckers, are versing University
Southern
of North
California.
Carolina, Greensboro.
Yep.
California is versing Mississippi State for 8-9.
USC
Kansas
is hosting.
Fairfield.
USC, I will say, USC is hosting that.
Fairfield.
But if it ends up being USC and California Berkeley, that's going to be a pretty even crowd, I would say, even though Cal is up by the bay. They'll still
We'll see
have a
what
good amount.
happens.
They'll still have a good amount of people travel down to USC. If it ends up being a 1-8 matchup, that's going to probably be a very split crowd. USC will obviously have more people, but I think
Yeah.
it will be more split compared to some of the other
All right, moving on.
matchups.
Moving on. Kansas State is versing Fairfield.
Yep.
Kentucky is versing Liberty.
Kentucky is hosting that. Also, I forgot to say, if it ends up being Notre Dame, Michigan, That's gonna probably be one where it's also
That's a
pretty
bloodbath
easy.
by proxy.
That's probably yeah, and I'm saying that's probably going to be a very split crowd as well. Maybe LSU, Florida State, but that's a little bit of a trip for those out of Tallahassee. Actually, not really. It's just I-10 going straight west of Baton Rouge, so I wouldn't say that's really a trip.
All right.
Duke and Vanderbilt, if they end up playing, that could be a split crowd, and I think there's no other possibilities of a split crowd here that I saw.
Okay, I think we also missed one of the newcomers, though, for this tournament.
Not sure.
George Mason.
Oh, okay.
George Mason is also a noob. Oob.
All right.
Oob in this tournament.
Kentucky's hosting the 4-13 and the 5-12. Moving on to the next two.
Iowa is versing Murray State.
Mm-hmm.
And Oklahoma will be probably hosting this complete package.
They are
facing Florida
Gulf Coast. Now, I will say Florida Gulf Coast is a very good women's program, and they are always a very popular upset pick. Sometimes they get it done, other times they don't. I would expect it again for Florida Gulf Coast to be another very popular upset pick here in the women's tournament. That's just usually how they go.
Speaking forward,
they just always make the fucking tournament with 30-win seasons, so it makes sense why they're always a very favorite upset pick. And moving on to the final two games, which will be at UConn. Connecticut's hosting
Oklahoma State and South Dakota State, as well as UConn and Arkansas State for 7-10 and 2-15 respectively.
Yes.
So once again, in both tournaments, there's one division. There's one part of the bracket where there's two play-ins, one where there's not. Jeez.
Yeah. The Final Four this year will be, for the women, will be at Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay, Florida. Obviously, the regionals are at Spokane, Washington, and I believe that's Birmingham Alabama.
I believe so. Let me take a look.
Yeah, let's confirm that. Let's confirm that. Yes, Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham. Okay, that's perfect. Actually, the top seed. Yes, the top seed was UCLA.
Yeah. As for the men, okay. So as for the men, your regional locations are San Francisco, the Chase Center. We have State Farm Arena in Atlanta. We have, for the South region, Prudential Center will host the East Region Finals, North New Jersey, and Lucas Oil Stadium is actually going to host the Midwest Region Finals. Obviously, Alabama is going to host the national finals. First and second round. Yeah, I said the South was in State Farm and Atlanta. First and second round matchups will be
split between
Providence, Rhode Island, Lexington, Kentucky, Wichita, Kansas, Denver, Colorado, Cleveland, Ohio, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Seattle, Washington, which those arenas are the Amica Mutual Pavilion, Rupp Arena, that's home of Kentucky, Insurance Bank Arena, Ball Arena, Rocket Arena, formerly known as the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and Quicken Loans Arena, and the Gund Arena. I know it as Quicken Loans. The Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, formerly known as PNC Arena, still PNC
and RBC and RBC Center as well.
True. That's true. RBC Center and Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, and obviously University of Dayton is hosting the first four.
Known as Key Arena.
Yeah. Where's the women's first four happening? Let me find that out. 4 of the campuses seated in the top 16. Okay.
Hang on, I gotta. You said 4 of the campuses seated in the tops.
Yeah, so I have no idea. I have no idea where those are going to be hosted. It's whatever.
So it's going to be played in one of the regional zones, I guess.
Probably
Probably where they're I'm going to say probably where they're going to be playing their next matches, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's probably where it's gonna be. So the UC San Diego and Southern game is probably gonna be at UCLA. The Columbia
Pauley.
Washington game is probably gonna be at UNC. Iowa State Princeton is gonna be at Notre Dame, probably, and High Point and William Mary is probably gonna be at Texas.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yep.
All right.
That being said,
So, all right. Well, we all know spring season's. Baseball's here early.
baseball is starting up soon. We're gonna have hockey March Madness soon. We still have conference championships going on for that. I think the bracket
Frozen
gets
Four,
announced
yeah.
next. I think that gets announced next week. I will say out of the Hockey East
Let me
tournament,
take a look at the CHL.
for the Hockey East tournament, we have some news. Northeastern upset as the 9 seed, upset number 1 Boston College. Boston College will still be the number 1 overall seed in Frozen Four. That's a guarantee. But Northeastern is the first 9 seed in Hockey East history to head to TD Garden for the semifinals. Now, if I'm Michigan, I'm starting to get worried because Michigan can get in for an at-large bid. If Northeastern steals a bid by winning the conference tournament, same for Penn State, same for a few others, Michigan could miss out on the Frozen Four, on the NCAA tournament because of some bid stealers. So it's starting to get some nervous times there.
Oh, yeah.
in Ann Arbor.
Sarah, we are also nearing Memorial Cup.
That's true.
Let me take a look at this. I think we're in playoffs now I believe that we are in playoffs now. Unless they haven't. This is 20. Okay, they haven't revealed anything yet. I think we're still in the 2024-25 standings. And it looks like I think we got the teams locked up soon, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's the top 8 out of both conferences.
I'll talk about the AHL because of the. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the standings up.
So the AHL, only Hershey has clinched a playoff spot as of right now. The Bridgeport Islanders are eliminated. Looks like the Hartford Wolfpack are probably going to end up being eliminated very soon.
Okay.
But yeah, the Bridgeport Islanders are the only team that is eliminated. As for regular season titles, other teams that are eliminated from that contention is Henderson, Manitoba, Iowa, and obviously Hartford. For division titles, Hartford cannot win the Atlantic, so they're eliminated from that. And nobody else is eliminated from that yet. And for playoffs,
Also,
next team that will clinch looks like will be Milwaukee. They have 12 games to go. They're leading the Central at 72 points. Their magic number is 4. Texas is at 71 points. Their magic number is 5. Grand Rapids, the 3 seed, the Central at 70 points. Their magic number is 6. Chicago Wolves, 63 points. Their magic number is 13. And 56 points for the Rockford Ice Hogs. Their magic number is 20. Iowa Wolves, Manitoba Moose look like they're probably not going to make the playoffs. Going to the Pacific, where we have 7 teams make it. The Colorado Eagles are currently first there. Their magic number for a playoff berth is 14.
Okay.
The Ontario Reign, who's second, their magic number is 18. Coachella's third with 71 points. It's 76, 72, 71 for the top 3. Their magic number is 19. Abbotsford and Calgary both are at 69 points. They're at 14 and they're at 4 and 5. But Abbotsford is there because of points percentage because they have a game in hand on Calgary. Both of their numbers are 21 for the magic number. The San Jose Barracuda are at 66 points. Their magic number is 24. Finally, the Barracuda are not doing bad. They're currently in the 6th seed. And Tucson, Utah's team, they play some games out of Mullet Arena. 63 points. Their magic number is 29 with 13 games to go. Bakersfield's at 59 points, so they can still make the 7th seed. San Diego Gulls, they're at 54 points. It's possible, but they only have 14 games, and with Bakersfield having so many games in hand, it's probably not going to happen for them. And Henderson, all the way at the bottom with 52 points, probably not going to happen there as well. Moving to the Atlantic, Wilkes-Barre Scranton is number 2 in the Atlantic with 74 points. Their magic number is 6. The Providence Bruins are in third with 73 points. Their magic number is 7. And Charlotte Checkers are 4th with 72 points. Their magic number is 8. The Lehigh Valley Phantoms have 67 points. Their magic number is 13. And the last spot in the Atlantic goes to as of right now, goes to the Springfield Thunderbirds at 66 points. Their magic number is 14. As mentioned, Hartford has 57 points. So they could still make it, but they're 9 points back, 11 games left. Probably not going to end up happening for Hartford, especially because their next 2 games are Hershey and Milwaukee. That might end up eliminating them, actually, from playoff contention very soon. And as I mentioned, Bridgeport, they're the only team eliminated.
I'm ready to go
with
to CHL.
Only 33 points, abysmal for Bridgeport. And moving to the North Division, Laval Rocket, 81 points for the North Division. Magic number is 14. After that, the Rochester Americans at 76 points. Their magic number is 19. Third place, the Toronto Marlies at 71 points. Their magic number is 24. Fourth and fifth are the Syracuse Crunch and the Cleveland Monsters, respectively. They have the same points percentage, and they have the same amount of games left. I'm not sure what the tiebreaker is there.
For
but
who?
Syracuse has it over Cleveland. Their magic numbers at 29. The Belleville Senators sit at 64 points with a magic number of 31. They're 2 points back. And currently last in the North Division is Utica at 52, who have been very hot in the second half of the year. They've been trying to make a comeback, but they are probably not going to make the playoffs because they had an abysmal, but I do mean abysmal, start of the season that got Coach Kevin Dineen.
Can I get back? Can I go for my shit now? Can I go for my shit now? All right.
Go.
So right now for the Western Hockey League, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe we have 9 out of 8 teams both, as you know, for the teams in the WHL, we have 22 teams. So of course we're gonna have some 3 teams miss out on each conference. However, for the Western Conference, we have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 of 8 confirmed. The only teams that are not confirmed yet to be in or out is Seattle, Wenatchee, or Kamloops. That sounds right to you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to just give you the Wikipedia link just to be safe?
I don't really care.
Yeah. The Eastern Conference is all but confirmed at this point with the Central Red Deer Rebels and Eastern Regina Pats and the Moose Jaw Warriors are out. Eastern Conference is all but locked up. All locked up. Western, we got 1 spot remaining. Speaking of which, for the OHL, that one's more fucked up than you can expect. We've have 7 of 8 confirmed in for the East, and there are 9 teams in the Western Conference. It's looking like 3 teams are going to be. There's 20 teams. I think someone's going to drop soon. Will it be either the Sting or the Sound Attack? Because Guelph is already down at the bottom.
Who knows?
And speaking of which, for the QMJ, Eastern Conference, all of their East Division is confirmed in. And then for the Maritimes, we got 4 teams in. The 2 teams not in are Halifax and St. John's. And meanwhile, in the Western, we have 3 teams on each side confirmed at 6. So I think we might be ready for playoffs. We're ready for playoffs. The road to Memorial Cup will begin. The road to the Memorial Cup will be taking place after this week.
All right.
So hold on tight. And also, Rimouski Oceanic is hosting this year. Next year, they did announce who will be hosting the Memorial Cup, and that is Kelowna. Kelowna will
Right.
be hosting 2026.
All right. Going to the ECHL, currently for the Kelly Cup playoff tracker. In the North Division, the Trois Rivières Lions have clinched a playoff spot at 86 points. Currently sitting in playoff spots, we have the Wheeling Nailers, the Norfolk Admirals, and the Worcester Railers at 74, 72, and 64 points, respectively, with their magic numbers of 13, 15, and 23. The Reading Royals are at 62 points. Their magic number is 25. And then after that, we have the Maine Mariners at 52 points and the Adirondack Thunder at 46 points. Those two teams are probably not going to make it, and Adirondack is very close to being eliminated. Their maximum amount of points they can get is 70. Currently, Worcester's sitting at 64. Moving on to the South Division, the South Carolina Stingrays, the Florida Everblades, and the Jacksonville Icemen have all clinched playoff spots at 91, 88, and 82 points, respectively. The Orlando Solar Bears are currently fourth in that division at 76 points with their magic number of 6. After that, we have the Atlanta Gladiators at 59 points, the Savannah Ghost Pirates at 58 points, and the Greenville Swamp Rapids at 54 points. All those teams are very close to being eliminated depending on what happens with Orlando. Moving to the Central, only one team has clinched so far. That's the Toledo Walleye at 86 points. The Fort Wayne Comets are at 77 points. Their magic number is 6. And the Iowa Heartlanders are at 72 points with their magic number 11. And now we go to what we call the Battle of Mid for the 4 seed in the Central between the Bloomington Bison, Kalamazoo Wings, Indy Fuel, and Cincinnati Cyclones.
Red noises be sad.
Bloomington and Kalamazoo are both at 59 points. Both of them have their match numbers at 24. Kalamazoo has one game less played, so actually they should be in based on point percentage, but I'm not sure what the over Bloomington.
I think it might be the goals for, goals away. I think it might be goal differential here.
I don't know what the tiebreaker is in the ECHL. I'm not going to look into that. Indy Fuel is sitting at 56 points. Their match number is 27, and the Cincy Cyclones are at 54 points, 5 points back. The Indy Fuel are 3 points back. Their match number is 29. And moving to the Mountain Division, well, Kansas City Mavericks, they're currently leading at 83 points. Their magic number is 11. The Tahoe Night Monsters, that's Night with a K, are at 77 points, with the magic number is at 17. The Tulsa Oilers are at 76 points. The magic number is 18. And the Wichita Thunder are at 73 points with their magic number of 21. The Idaho Steelheads are still in it, 6 points back at 67 points. Their magic number is 27. And the Rapid City Rush also still in it, 63 points. Their magic number is at 31. The Utah Grizzlies and the Allen Americans are both eliminated, as both of them are pretty bad at 48 and 38 points, respectively. Moving on to the FPHL, there's 2 divisions there, so we have a play-in from each division. We also have one will play 4 or 5 and 2 versus 3. There are 7 teams in each division. So far, we have the Carolina Thunderbirds. They are in the playoffs. They're sitting at 104 points. So is the Athens, Georgia, Rock Lobsters. We have the Rock Lobsters. The Athens Rock Lobsters. What a name that is. They're at 101 points. Currently sitting in third in Columbus, from Columbus, Georgia, is the River Dragons. They're currently sitting at 83 points. Not sure what their magic number is. The next team that 70, we have...
Hang on. Columbus, Georgia, they have 83 points.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't know what their magic number is.
Baton Rouge is with 74.
Is the Baton Rouge Zydeco with 74 points, and Wytheville, Virginia, that is the Blue Ridge
Blue Ridge
Bobcats,
Bobcats.
and they're also at 74 points. After that, we have a team based out of Monroe, Louisiana. That is the Moccasins.
Nice little snake name to go with a shoe.
Yeah, the Monroe.
They have
Moccasins.
59 points. They have 59 points. And
They're probably not going to
Biloxi-
make it. And yeah, the last team, Biloxi, 35 points. Very
The
much
Seawolves
struggling.
are out.
The Mississippi Seawolves, they ain't making shit. And moving on, that's the Continental Division. All the teams are in the South. Moving on to the Empire Division, this is teams in the North. The Binghamton Black Bears, they're hot as shit this year. 37 wins in regulation, 3 overtime wins,
clinched their
2
division.
shootout wins, 5 losses and 1 overtime loss, 122 points. They've clinched their division, 122 points, and they're going to be the number 1 seed, not only just in the Empire, but I think overall as well. The Danbury Hat-Tricks, the team I used to work for, are at 84 points, and they're number 2 overall. A lot of loser point there. Not bad for them.
The
Port Huron Prowlers, they've clinched a playoff spot. They're at 78 points. And the Watertown Wolves are essentially going to make the playoffs as well. They're at 73 points. And now we have ourselves a battle of mid for the final playoff spot in here. We have a
I'm going to say who
Fraser,
it is.
Michigan, the Motor City Rockers. They're sitting at 40 points with a record of 9 wins in regulation, 2 overtime wins, 3 shootout wins, 29 regulation losses, and 3 overtime losses. The Hudson Valley Venom, they are not that much better. They're at 33 points. They have 8 regulation wins, 27 regulation losses, 3 overtime losses, 2 overtime wins, and a shootout win. And the only team that's out here is the reincarnation of the Danville Dashers, which I'm not going to lie, this is some prime Battle
6
Creek
points of
Rumblebees.
bullshit.
This is some prime Battle Creek Rumblebees type numbers from 1920. For those of you that don't know about the Battle Creek Rumblebees, they were a team in the FPHL back in 1920. That was the year I was working in the Fed for the Hat-Tricks. They were generationally types of bad. We're talking 1 regulation win, 45 regulation losses, 2 overtime losses, no wins in overtime or shootout. This was before the pandemic shut everything down, okay? And that one win of theirs was against Elmira in Elmira on what Elmira was promoting as guaranteed win night. Guaranteed win night, and they lost to the winless Rumblebees.
Okay.
What Danville is doing here is they already have more points than Battle Creek, but that is some prime Battle Creek Rumblebees type of numbers right there. Danville is just they're dead. They're dead on arrival. I feel bad for that. And going to the SPHL, we have the Peoria Rivermen, the Huntsville Havoc, and the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs all clinched a playoff spot at 71, 69, and 65 points respectively.
Mm-hmm.
8 teams make the playoffs in the SPHL. Currently sitting in the 4 seed, we had the Fayetteville Marksmen at 54 points. Not sure what their magic number is. The Birmingham Bulls at 53 points are the 5 seed right now. Not sure the number there. The Evansville Thunderbolts at 52 points are the 6 right now. The 7 is the Knoxville Ice Bears at 50 points. The Quad City Storm are currently at 46 points in the 8. Macomb Mayhem are 3 points back at 43 points. And the Pensacola Ice Flyers are also not that far back, sitting at 39 points. They're currently in the 10. And I think there's one more league we have to go over. The Ligue Nord Americaine de Hockey.
Let's not go that far. I'm going to go. Why don't we just do my province is A2.
Those stupid Quebecers. Well, no, it's the same level.
Let's do my league. Let's do my Junior A2 league. My province is Junior A2 league.
It's the same level as the SPHL.
Not really.
And the FPHL, basically. Can this shit fucking? Can we translate the English?
Hang on,
please?
we had two. We have, dude. We have the blowout, and then we have the blowout after. Can at least go with that?
Okay. Why is none of this is translating?
Because hang on. Reason why I'm saying this is because we're heading into finals.
What?
The JB2 league. No, not the JB. The JA2 league. Hockey league that's in my province.
Okay.
They're going into finals.
Oh, okay. So
is that fine? Or we go with that one instead?
We'll get to that. So the regular season of the LNHL is over. I did not even know this. The regular season's over, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know French. I'm trying to find the standings on this. Fuck! I don't know French. You stupid Quebecers.
Hang on. Ligue Nord-Américaine, LNAH.
Yeah. The stupid Quebec
I got
league.
it. I can, we need to go to the tableau.
Get me the regular season standings. So from what I know is
they're in the
playoffs right now. Yeah.
Let me see if I can actually swap this.
So one quarterfinal matchup, we have the National Quebec and the Cool FM St. George's. The St. George's de Bukes. All right, that's one of the teams. Currently, that series is tied 1-1. And our next series, in the next series that we have
the Sorel Tracy and
with the Blackhawks logo and the Marquise Jonquière. A Vipsters is up 2-0. Our next matchup, we have the 3L Rivière de Loup, who are currently up 2-0 over the Charlencia Thietford. All right, and our final matchup, we have ourselves the Battalion Saint Hyacinthe and the Laval Petroliers. Laval is up 2-0.
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate French.
Well, that's what happens when that's a French-only league.
Stupid Quebecers.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go into the Pacific Junior Hockey League because we're heading into finals now. No, Port Coquitlam lose. I'm gonna go through all the bracket before I announce who's going in. So the Delta IceHawks beat the Poco Trailblazers 4-2. The Surrey Knights lose to, I believe that's Ridge Meadows, if I'm correct. Yes, that is. The Ridge Meadows Flames 4-1. White Rock is not going to have a Brass Bonanza moment because they lose to the Sockeyes 2-4. Or in that series. And Abbotsford Pilots lose to the Chilliwack Jets 4-0. That's a sweep, baby. You want to know what's even more better? Reverse! We got a sweep back! Ridge Meadows beats Chilliwack 4-0, and the Richmond Sockeyes lose to Delta 4-1, meaning that your Stonehouse Cup final is between the Delta IceHawks and the Ridge Meadows Flames. Jeez. That's bad. You got to go to two different ends of a province to play that shit. And when I mean province, I mean the region. Because the other league that got promoted was, I believe, the Kootenays League. I'll have to take a look at that one here real quick. Junior hockey leagues. Yeah, the Kootenay.
Kootenay Ice. Okay.
Kootenay, and they've got their playoffs, I believe, all wrapped up too, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
X, we are going.
Last thing I'm going to look at, because we talked about Bensonville earlier.
It looks like the teams that are going for that final. We have our division finals though. Oh, Kimberly Dynamiters are going to face Columbia Valley Rockies, And Grand Forks is versing Beaver Valley.
Okay, so I'm looking here. Looks like top 6 teams in the playoffs for the G League. So here we go. Let me just talk.
Are we going
G League
basketball
real
now?
quick. Yeah, well, you talked about the NBA. I'm going to talk about the G League real quick. I'm just going to say the G League. No teams are qualified for the playoffs as of right now, but currently in the East, we have the 1 Maine Celtics, the 2 Capital City Go-Go, the 3 Osceola Magic, the 4 the Westchester Knicks, the 5 the Greensboro Swarm, and the 6 the Indiana Mad Ants. Their affiliates are Boston, Washington, Orlando, the Knicks, the Hornets, and the
Moving
Pacers.
on
The Motor City Cruise still have a chance. They're the 7. Same with College Park Skyhawks. That's 8. Those are Detroit and the Atlanta Hawks. So does 9 Long Island Nets, who are the Brooklyn Nets affiliate. Same with the 10 Wisconsin Herd. That's the Milwaukee Bucks. The Grand Rapids Gold. That's with the Denver Nuggets. They're the 11th seed. Sorry, they're the 11th. They still have a chance. So does Cleveland Charge, which is the Cavs, and the Raptors 905, which is Toronto Raptors. Those teams also have a chance.
905 is the area code. 905 is the area code for Toronto. So
unfortunately, we do have some eliminations in the East. The Birmingham Squadron are eliminated, so no playoffs for the Pelicans affiliate. The Windy City Bulls are in last in the East, so sorry Chicago. And the Delaware Bluecoats are 15th, so sorry Philly. Going to the Western Conference, the Austin Spurs, which you can tell are with San Antonio, they're currently top of the West. Salt Lake City Stars with the Utah Jazz, they're number 2. Stockton Kings are currently number 3 with the Sacramento Kings. The Valley Suns are obviously the Phoenix Suns, they're number 4. Santa Cruz Warriors, that's obviously with the Golden State Warriors, they're number 5. And number 6 is the Oklahoma City Blue, that's obviously the Thunder. Those are the teams currently sitting in playoff spots. Nobody's clinched. And the following teams all still have chances. The Rio Grande Valley Vipers, that's with the Rockets. They're currently 7. The City Sky Force, that's the 8. They're with the Heat. The Mexico City Capitans, they have no affiliate. They're at number 9. South Bay Lakers.
They're independent. 10. They're an independent league.
Yeah, they're independent. That's with the Lakers. The Rip City Remix, they're at number 11. That's with the Trailblazers. The Memphis Hustle, they're with the Memphis Grizzlies. They're currently 12. And San Diego Clippers, which are with the Los Angeles Clippers, they're still in it somehow. They're only like 3.5 games back, or no, 4 games back.
And 2 teams limited are the Legends and the Wolves.
Yep, the Texas Legends and the Iowa Wolves, they're with Dallas. And Minnesota! And for those that are wondering, wait a minute, where is for those that are asking, where is the G League and Ignite team? That team's been dead for about 2 years now.
It's been dead and castrated.
Yep.
Like the Scout Scorps. God damn it, I love doing a little lazy purple joke. All right. Let's quickly go through a shameful display of the week.
I don't really have any.
Really?
No, I really don't have any.
Apart from us banning a certain stuff. Not even a certain electric car that goes boom.
Oh, well, I mean...
Well, we all know Musk is a complete lolcow at this point, so we're just going to nominate him at this point.
A shameful display in general.
Yeah, he is just a... Well, happy...
Yeah,
and by the way, this episode's being aired on St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patty's Day. Yes, I have... This counts as my green. The background that I have right now counts as green. Go fuck yourself. Am I not wrong on that front? All right. I think that about does it. We'll talk to you guys later. Or we'll probably air
I guess a shameful display. I guess if we have to get
Actually, no, I got a better one. It's for us for not doing an episode since December.
I guess if we had to get one, I guess Kansas City for how much they got dicked in the Super Bowl.
I was also going to say us for not posting since December.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Let's go with both. That works.
Yeah.
All right. That's it from us. We'll talk to you guys, I believe, next week, except we'll see what happens. I might be going live a little bit. I think I might be going live on Sunday for a draw relating to epic shit posting shenanigans.
Okay.
The USF March Madness tournament is coming live to the USF Network YouTube channel. Pay attention for when that drops. All right, Matt. This is Hell. That's Sir. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.
Goodbye.